Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. Today's video, I'm going to be taking one of my old colored red wigs and I'm going to be dyeing it black. I'm going to be using the watercolor method, and this is my first time, y'all, so please be patient with me. All right, let's go. Okay, so for the dye, I'll be using Revlon's Color Silk in the color black. I got 2 packs of this. And then I'm going to be going in with the Got To Be glue spray, and I'm going to spray it on the lace. This is to help prevent any of the dye running into the lace because we do not want that. So that serves as a protective barrier for the lace. Okay guys, so to start off, I have a bin filled with warm water. You can have it hot, but just make sure it's not boiling hot because you have to put your hands in it. So now I'm gonna mix the solution to create the dye. So in here, the box came with 2 bottles. I'm mixing this colored solution into a clear solution. Once I have that poured in, I'm going to mix it up. The box has all the directions on how to properly do it, so you guys can refer to the instructions in the box and how to properly mix it. So it's pretty straightforward. I'm just shaking it together for a couple of minutes to make sure everything is blended out before I pour into the bin. Okay, so now I am ready to pour the solutions in the bin. Now I'm using 2 dyes, guys. Depending on how strong of a color you want your hair. For me, just given the length and the volume of my unit, I decided to go with 2 bottles because I really wanted to have that bold black color. So now here I'm pouring in the first bottle into the warm water, and after I pour out everything, I'm going to start mixing it. Okay, so for the mixing here, I'm using like a dye brush that I have, and you want to make sure that everything is blended and mixed in together. The solution, when it hits the water, it's like a thick consistency. So you want to make sure that you are properly mixing everything in so that thick consistency can dissolve in the water. And that's why it's important to have warm water, not boiling, because as you can see, my hands are in it. You don't want to get burned, but warm enough where the dye can properly dissolve. So I do this for a couple of minutes until I don't see any more of the jelly kind of dye consistency. I don't know how to explain it. When you guys do it, you'll see it, but until like everything is just blended in and it's just water, I keep on mixing. Okay guys, so I'm done with the first bottle of dye. I'm going in with the second one. So again, I'm going to do the same thing I did with the first bottle, pour it in, pour all the solution in, and then I'm going to mix and blend it out. Now at this point, your water may not be as warm as when you first started. So I'm going to use a bit more arm work just to make sure it's blended in, but it still should be warm. If the water is basically borderline cold, I would add a little bit more of hot water just to kind of get it to blend in. I also want to mention, guys, it's important to wear gloves throughout this process. You're dealing with dye, and dye does stain. I just used the gloves that I had in my kitchen, and they're like just cooking gloves. They're not really those thick gloves. So unfortunately, I did get some dye on my fingers, which, as you can see throughout the video, I start to look and notice. But yeah, just want to let you guys know to try to use gloves, try to find good quality gloves that prevent the dye from getting on your hands. Okay guys, so once your water is ready, your wig can now be dipped into it. I already started it, and as you can see, the color has already changed. Now the method I'm using, I'm holding the wig by the lace and I'm doing quick dips in and out. I'm gonna do that a few times until most of the color is on the unit, and then when I am ready, I see most of the color on there, I'm gonna let it sit in for a little bit and make sure that the lace is propped up and not fully submerged in the water. Okay, so once I'm done dipping my wig, I'm gonna let it sit in the dye water for a few minutes. As you guys can see, the way that I position my wig, I made sure that the lace is not fully submerged into the dye water. I'm propping it up against the side of the bin. And I did this because I do not want the dye to get on the lace, because once that dye hits the lace, it's gonna be a hassle to remove. So make sure that when you're dyeing your wig using the watercolor method, that you are positioning your wig where it's not fully submerged, the lace is not fully submerged in the water. Okay guys, so now I've let a few minutes pass by and I'm checking on the progress of the color and it looks amazing, guys. I'm just going through the wig just to make sure I don't see any more red streaks or red pieces left, and so far it looks great. This whole process is just super exciting because it's my first time dyeing hair, so just to kind of see everything come together, it's absolutely amazing. I'm checking the lace as well to make sure that there's no hints of black dye on the lace, and so far it looks amazing. So yeah guys, I'm pretty satisfied with how everything is going so far. I'm gonna let it sit in for a few more minutes just to fully get all the color out. Okay guys, so now I'm ready to rinse out the hair. So I'm gonna start off, as you can see, I have some water running. I'm going to keep the hair in the basin and just continue to rinse off what leftover color is still on the wig. Now you want to make sure the key in washing is making sure that that water is clear by the time that you're done finish washing that hair. So I'm going to keep on going until I no longer see that red color left behind in the water, and it's going to take probably a few rinses to kind of get that out, but you want to make sure it's clear. Okay, so once I'm done rinsing the hair, I'm going to begin washing it using the neutralizing shampoo that came with the box of dye. And I'm just gonna go in, just start washing it and then follow it up with conditioner. Okay, so fast forward, this is how the hair is looking like after it's been washed and air dried. And guys, I am absolutely in love with this color. I cannot believe that my red unit is now this dark black, beautiful color. To be honest with you guys, I did have to go in with a third box of dye and just apply it directly to some spots I noticed that had the red color on it. And as for the lace, there were some dark knots on there, so I had to go in again with some bleach and bleach some of those knots to take it out. As you can see, the hairline here, I'm going to pluck it a little bit more just to kind of create more of a natural hairline. But overall, I'm super satisfied with how everything came out. Okay, so now I'm going to quickly go in and pluck the hairline. I'm using my tweezers here and I'm just going in just to pluck a couple of hairs, nothing too extreme. I just like my hairline to look very natural, so I'm just picking out some parts and going in. Okay, so for the last step, I'm gonna add some curls to the wig. I absolutely love curls, so I'm gonna go in and use my curling iron. I just wanna quickly show you guys how I curl. Normally, I like to do the curls facing away from my face. So you guys can see here, I'm taking the iron and I'm just doing that flip over method just to kind of get the curls the way I want the curls to be positioned. So just wanna quickly show you guys just to see how I curl my hair. Okay, and voila, this is the finished look after I'm done curling my hair, and I'm just loving just how shiny and just bouncy it's looking. I'm brushing out the curls right now, and do you guys see that? Oh my gosh, yes, look at that shine, look at that luster. Like, this hair is looking healthy. Like, nobody could tell me that this wig is over 2 years old. Like, come on, like, this looks like a brand new wig. I just love, guys, look at that curl. Look at the curls. Amazing. I cannot wait to put this unit on. And then also take a look at the lace. Look at how beautiful that is. Love the hairline. It's looking natural. And yeah, I'm ready to install this. Okay, so now I'm prepping to install the wig. As you can see, I'm just adding some gel here just to tame any loose edges. I have a very low hairline, so I just want to make sure everything is out the way. Now for the remainder of the video, guys, I'm not going to talk. I'm just going to let you watch. If you have any questions about what I do in installation, please leave a comment below. Okay, so now that I'm done installing the wig, I'm going in with my lace band from the WigDealer. Check them out, y'all. Black-owned business, for that final melt. And here is the look. Yes. Ooh, ooh. Okay, let's see what it's giving. It's giving scalp. It's giving scalp, y'all. I absolutely love how everything came out. As you can tell a little bit, when you use these lace bands, just be mindful that it does sometimes leave like a little mark on your skin, but that'll go away after like a few minutes and stuff. But yeah, I'm just brushing everything out, and this is it, guys. This is how everything came together. Turned my 2-year-old red wig into a nice bombshell black wig. I absolutely love it. It looks super luscious. Here's a quick side-by-side of how the hair looked like before. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button below. Until next time, peace.